Previously, in their first year of high school, Tetsuya and Miyuki meet Mayumi, president of the student council, and other students. Tetsuya joins the disciplinary committee after winning a duel with Hattori. Miyuki becomes conflicted with her brother, and Tetsuya's CAD attracts interest. Tetsuya and his friends fight terrorists and learn their motives. They plan to attack the enemy hideout. Katsuto and Tetsuya lead an operation against Blanche's leader, Hajime, who is jamming and armed with several terrorists. Hajime tries hypnotizing Tetsuya into joining his Antonite-free pseudo-caste jamming, but Tetsuya magically disassembles all their guns. Hajime flees, and Miyuki sends Tetsuya after her. Tetsuya chases Hajime into another ambush, disarming all terrorists with elemental sight. Hajime orders his men to kill Tetsuya, but caste jamming doesn't work on him. He uses partial decomposition to neutralize all the terrorists except Hajime. Hajime retreats, demanding to know why Tetsuya can still use magic. Kirihara cuts through the reinforced door behind him, furious when he learns Hajime is the real terrorist leader. Katsuto stops him, and Tetsuya confirms that Jumonji had stopped Hajime's bleeding. Later, police arrest the terrorists. Tetsuya visits Sayaka in the hospital, discussing her and Tsukasa Kanoe's memory alteration. She is told other students won't be punished for their involvement. Hayama Tandori informs Yatsuba Maya that Tetsuya acted as a guardian that night. On May 10, Sayaka is released, and the Shiba siblings visit her. Erika informs them that Kirihara has been paying her daily visits. Mibu mentions that an old army buddy, Kazama Haranobu, recommended Tatsuya to Sayaka's father. Tatsuya introduces himself to Sayaka. Sayaka tells Erika that she likes Tatsuya because of his strength. Eric teases Kirihara about how long he's been in love with Sayaka. Still, Tatsuya remarks on how smitten Kirihara is and how he looks so gallant that Tatsuya knows he'll never be able to compete. Miyuki inquires Tatsuya whether he enjoys attending school when he is not required. Tatsuya expresses his desire to accompany Miyuki to school, and the two walk hand in hand. Masaka is training at 3rd High on May 16th when Kojoju informs him of the 1st High terrorist attack. Since 1st High has many talented students and direct descendants from the Jumonji and Saigusa families, Masaki is confident the students will be fine, even though the terrorists won't. Kichijoju says Masaki, the Crimson Prince, is the best. Tatsuya and Miyuki train with Kokonoe for Mirage Bat, the 9 schools competition at Kokonoe Temple on July 12th, targeting Kokonoe's light balls. Tatsuya confronts Haruka, an intruder. He meets Yakumo. Tatsuya is suspicious until Yakumo says she's his student. Tatsuya asks again, and Yakumo tells the Shiba siblings that Haruka is the public safety investigator. After admiring her concealment magic, Tatsuya calls her BS magician, but she objects. Tatsuya agrees to keep her status secret if he's notified of future issues like Blanche's. After school, Mayumi nominates Tatsuya to the engineering team, but some athletes object because he is Course 2. Jumonji suggests that Tatsuya adjust a CAD to reassure people. Kirihara offers CAD testing. Tatsuya must copy data to the competition CAD without changing sequences. Kei advises Keinon to take a safety-first approach and manually enter Kirihara's measurements. Kirihara tests the CAD, and Azusa supports Katsuya's appointment due to his skills. Hanzo notices the test CAD's lower specs, but Kirihara doesn't, and Tatsu's appointment is supported. Hanzo and Katsuto compromise. Kazama, a special officer, protects Tatsuya from Kazama's strict security. Tatsuya praises their hacking, but Kazama argues his security is too strict. Kazama informs Tatsuya that the 3rd Eye CAD overhaul is complete and ready for testing. Tatsuya misses school, and Kazama suspects the Hong Kong No-Head Dragon Syndicate. At midnight, Miyuki brings Tatsuya coffee. When Miyuki sees him floating, Tatsuya compliments her. Miyuki praises Tatsuya and says he'll take it to FLT on their next day off for testing, but wants her to test it first. She tests the CAD while flying. Tatsuya claims the machine calculated to avoid overlap. July 17, 2095. Tatsuya and Miyuki visit 4 Leaves Technology. The lab staff welcomes Tatsuya royally. Ushiyama and Mr. Taurus greet him. Tatsuya demonstrates his flight device. Ushiyama says Flight Magic's birth will change magic history. The Shiva siblings watch 10 magicians test Ushiyama's flight devices in protective gear. The control room staff cheers as the first tester activates and starts flying around the room. Ushiyama chastises testers for air tag after the test. Tatsuya concludes that the spell strains normal magicians, but not him and Miyuki due to their scion counts. Ushiyama makes the hardware for Tatsuya's CAD scion absorption improvement. Tatsuya and Miyuki leave with Aoki and Shiba, who discuss succession candidates. Aoki criticizes Miyuki for speculating about a successor. Aoki reveals it's not speculation, but Tatsuya doesn't understand. Tetsuro advises Tatsuya to stop hating Miya, and Tatsuya agrees. Tatsuya's first high classmates congratulate him before lunch. Mayumi introduced the athletes in competition uniforms, while Miyuki pinned their badges on their blazers during assembly. Kei tells Tatsuya how nerve-wracking it is while waiting on stage. Erika and his classmates, who defied convention and sat near the front, look like Miyuki. Miyuki pins his badge cheerfully. Tatsuya discusses CAD adjustments and training with Miyuki, Shizuku, Honoka, Amy, Subaru, and Kazumi. Subaru prefers Tatsuya's to Amy's female engineer. Honoka criticizes Tatsuya's professionalism. Honoka says they all use his first name, and Miyuka says they're just friends when Kazumi teases her. Tatsuya starts the meeting. Mizuki investigates a building discovery while Tatsuya trains his athletes. Mikihiko teaches spirits in the medicine experimental room. Mizuki surprises Tatsuya, who loses control while casting. Mikihiko shocks Tatsuya with ancient spirit magic, and Mizuki tells him the spirits are different blues. Mikihiko apologizes for panicking over Mizuki's crystal eyes, a gift that allows people to see spirits even casters can't. Tatsuya believes her eyes are valuable, but he won't take her or talk about her. Mizuki ignores Tatsuya's secret. The day the athletes leave, the coach waits for Mayumi, who is late for family business. Before the bus, Mayumi apologizes and teases Tatsuya. After failing, Tatsuya says she's stressed and to rest on the bus before driving off. Susune mocks Mayumi's Tatsuya complaints. They tease Hattori for bringing a blanket, thinking she's sick. Mari wonders what the three are doing while dealing with Kenon, who is upset she couldn't sit next to her fiancé, Kei, because the engineers must ride with the equipment. Monoka fails to talk to Miyuki, whose silence over the engineering team's treatment is intimidating. Shizuku's praise of Tatsuya cheers her. A car tire burst, flipping the barrier into the coach's path. Magic stops the coach as the flaming car approaches, and many students cope. A car loses control, flips the barrier, and hits the coach. The senior's warning comes too late, and the spells fail. Mari requests Katsuto perform. He can stop the car, but the particle storm is uncontrollable. Miyuki claims fire resistance. Miyuki prepares her CAD, waits for a sudden wave to blow away the psionic storm, and then uses her magic to extinguish the fire. Before the car hits the coach, Jumanji uses the phalanx. Mari contemplates the Scion storm while her classmates relax. Miyuki said Tatsuya cast Gram Dispersion. Tatsuya and Kei direct traffic until the coach leaves after the accident. Mayumi thanks Jumonji and Miyuki for protecting the bus. Miyuki thanks Suzune for stopping the bus. Mari chastises Kenon Kanon for casting spells rashly. Kanon, a second year, should have known better. Mayumi promotes crisis communication. Hattori, a student at a hotel, notices the Shiba siblings and questions their confidence. Takayaki, a student, prefers inaction and believes Mayuki is stronger and a better magician than him. Hattori's change of heart surprises Takayaki, who believes the Shiba siblings aren't normal. Takayaki believes Tatsuya has killed many people, citing the April incident with Blanche. Hattori asks about Mayuki. Kirihara suggests Mayumi would be thrilled to hear Hattori's change of outlook. Tatsuya reveals the incident was a suicide attack using undetectable magic, and Mayuki loathes their cowardice. Erika applauds. Tatsuya leaves while the seniors wait for Erika. Mizuki arrives with her and Erika's key cards, but Mayuki criticizes her immodest dress, which confuses her since Erika told her to dress casually. Mayuki questions Erika's family's military hotel banquet reservation. At the banquet, Tatsuya is alone by the wall. Mayuki compliments Erika. Erika confuses Mayuki by mentioning Mikihiko's cosplay comment. Tatsuya's fine. Erika chases him. Shizuku and Honoka chat while the others want to talk to Miyuki but are intimidated by Tatsuya. Kanon arrives with Kei, criticizing her teammates. Tatsuya advises Miyuki to help solve the problem. Miyuki reluctantly agrees, and the five leave Tatsuya for the others. After they leave, Erika arrives with Mikihiko, but Miyuki is gone, relieving Mikihiko since he didn't want to introduce her in the uniform. Erika tells Tatsuya, Leo, and Mizuki work behind the scenes. After arguing, Erika makes Mikihiko work. Erika feels guilty when Tatsuya suggests backing off him, but she admits she's frustrated with him, and their parents force them to attend. Tatsuya denies probing. Erika thanks him and says he's cold, which lets her complain without seeming weak. After Erika leaves, Miyuki watches Tatsuya and laments while third high boys compliment her beauty. She amazes Masaki, surprising Shinkuro. Shinkuro introduces Masaki to first high's freshman ace Miyuki. After the guest speakers, a woman takes the stage instead of Retsu, confusing the students. Tatsuya senses Retsu hiding behind her. Tatsuya sees Retsu send the woman away. Retsu apologizes for this trick, which was more of a trick than magic, but says only 5 people realized it was magic, meaning only 5 could respond if he were a terrorist, shocking the students. Retsu advises them to study hard, because strong magic misused is worse than weak magic used creatively. Post-banquet, Honoka, Shizuku, and Miyuki discuss the competition. Since they have permission, Amy knocks and invites the trio to the artificial hot spring. Amy plays too nicely with Honoka in the hot spring. Shizuku leaves Honoka's pleas. Miyuki, Amy, Subaru, and Kazumi enter Honoka. All 4 are awed by Miyuki, making her uncomfortable. Gender is irrelevant, says Miyuki. Because the water will freeze, Honoka stops the 3 from teasing Miyuki. Shizuku returns. Outside, Mikihiko senses intruders. He serves Tatsuya after losing his powers a year earlier. He confronts the 3 intruders, but their guns break before they can fire. Mikihiko's magic astonishes them. Mikihiko sees Tatsuya. Tatsuya escapes First High's engineering trailer, encountering Mikihiko and intruders. Tatsuya disarms them before Mikihiko's spell activates, confusing him. Mikihiko's magic impresses Tatsuya, who believes he can handle any situation alone. Tatsuya uses Mikihiko's casting speed to prove the spells are complicated, not his talent. Tatsuya claims to see the structure, but Mikihiko is offended. Mikihiko fetches the guards for Tatsuya. Kazama follows Mikihiko. Tatsuya's blunt advice makes Kazama wonder if Mikihiko's issues resonated with him. Tatsuya says he's that bad. Next day's opening ceremony goes smoothly. quickly, and the announcer says the competition will last 10 days and focus on First High's third consecutive win and Third High's attempt to end it. The Shiba siblings and Mikihiko watch battle board qualifiers. Honoka tells Tatsuya she's fine because she's been stamina training while waiting. Honoka denies Miyuki's muscle gain. Honoka laments that Tatsuya only orchestrates one event for her, unlike Shizuku and Miyuki. Tatsuya thinks he engineered Mirage Bat for her because he worked with her on battle board. Mizuki corrects Honoka, teasing Tatsuya. First High fan favorite, Mari, will start the match. Erika dislikes Mari. After the signal, one contestant tries to create a wave to slow the others, but it backfires, leaving her and the other two unbalanced while Mari surges ahead. Tatsuya impresses his friends with Mari's fortification magic while multicasting movement magic to extend her lead. As Tatsuya explains, Mari jumps off a waterfall and soaks the opposition, winning. Tatsuya visits Kazama's room, where his unit meets. Sanada Shigeru calls him a comrade and is not a strategic class magician. Kazama informs Tatsuya that the men arrested were from the No-Head Dragon Syndicate, but they are still investigating their motive. Tatsuya works on the Team CADs and is unaware of his Taurus Silver status. Kazama warns Tatsuya not to compete with military secret magic, but Tatsuya agrees but cannot engineer. Tatsuya joins friends at the speed shooting qualifier quarterfinal. Mayumi competes. She performs to applause. Mayumi quickly perfects Fifth High's opponent. The First High Student Council celebrates Mayumi's speed shooting and Mari's battleboard finals in her room. Mayumi says the boys won speed shooting and Hattori reached the battleboard finals despite CAD issues. Suzune says he's been fixing Kinoshita all day. Mayumi says Hattori is off the next day so they can fix it, but Kinoshita was supposed to be a sub-engineer for the Girls Crowd Ball event. Suzune says it's fine. Tatsuya fills in and Miyuki informs Izumi because Mari worries about leaving it to him. Miyuki's late night visit worries Tatsuya. After the message, Tatsuya takes her to her room. Tatsuya explains that it's a side project and a toy, and her safety is more important, which excites her. She tells Tatsuya she loves him the most before leaving. Tatsuya checks Mayumi's CAD before Crowd Ball. After complimenting her on her outfit, Mayumi asks Tatsuya to stretch before the match. Tatsuya's calmness after helping her up makes her wonder if having a little brother would be like that. Tatsuya only has a sister and cannot comment. Izumi, the main engineer, tells Tatsuya to focus on Mayumi because she's finished. She faces Seventh High, who is completely outclassed. Ichihara praises the girls' performance at First High's headquarters. Kanon's girls ice pillar break second round. Shizuki, Kei, and the Shiba siblings watch from the team booth. Tatsuya says Kanon won the first round fastest. Kanon shakes the enemy's pillars with the Chiyoda family's mine origin. Chiyoda wins by destroying the opponent's pillars. Tatsuya, Shizuku, Kanon, and Kei return to First High headquarters to a depressed staff. Susune tells Kei that the men's crowd ball results were lower than expected, so they're recalculating. First High must win 4 of 6 events to win. Suzune thinks rookie events may decide the winner. Miyuki and friends gave Tatsuya a package that evening. Erika offers Leo the package's CAD for testing. Leo agrees. Tatsuya and Leo test his new weapon outside the hotel. The test begins well. Tatsuya explains that fortification magic holds the blade relative to the hilt even when not in contact. In the next test, Leo attacks straw targets that pop up and charge from underground. Day 3 is Mari's battleboard semi-final. Mari leads 7th High competitor Risa around the first corner. Risa's board accelerates. As Mari slows to catch Risa, her board dips and throws her off balance, sending them through the course barrier. Tatsuya rushes to Mari's aid, horrifying the crowd. Mari is hospitalized at Susono Base Hospital and informed by her companion, Mayumi, that she cannot compete in Mirage Bat due to the magic's healing time and 10 days without exercise. Mari's board dipped unnaturally during an accident, and Tatsuya investigates. Tatsuya confirms sabotage in his room, and Kei informs Kenon about the competition's numerous magicians and cameras to catch cheaters and ban magic. The water-launched sequence goes undetected, and Miyuki welcomes Mikihiko and Mizuki. Tatsuya explains that the water moved unnaturally, but no one could hide in it to cast. Mikihiko confirms that a spirit can cave in water with a delayed spell, but the power is too low. Tatsuya shows Risa's board accelerated when she should have decelerated, suggesting a staff member tampered with a CAD during the inspection. Mayumi informs Hattori, Suzune, Mari, and Katsuto that only Mirage Bat and Monolith Code remain in the main competition, and they must win both to win overall. Marie tells Tatsuya that Mirage Bat has no backup and event preparation is crucial. Tatsuya supports Mari in the event. Honoka and Tatsuya work in First High's tent on Rookie Event Day 4. Speed shooting won't conflict with her afternoon match. Tatsuya watches Honoka's match from the sidelines, worried about sabotage. Tatsuya adjusts Shizuku's CAD before her first match. Tatsuya refuses to work for Shizuku's family again because he is unlicensed. Shizuku plays after finishing. Honoka watches Shizuku's match anxiously with Miyuki, Erika, and Mizuki. Suzune, Mayumi, and Mari watch. Mari says Tatsuya's engineering skills have never been tested. Suzune says all athletes are tuning their regular CAD. Shizuku's spell activates the scoring area, destroying her targets with air blasts. Suzune shows her group how active Air Mine sets the area and uses set points to destroy targets with magic blasts. Shizuku matches perfectly. After the match, Tatsuya reminds Shizuku that the quarterfinals are in match mode and her other CAD is ready. Mari, Mayumi, Katsuto, and Suzune discuss results at First High's tent. Suzune says the girls passed the speed shooting preliminary. Battle board, 2 boys failed, and 1 girl passed. Mayumi predicts Honoka's victory. Katsuto suggests that First High train more engineers. Tatsuya engineers all 3 First High girls. Tatsuya soothes Shizuku. He checks if Shizuku's new CAD needs adjustments, but she says it fits so well, it's creepy. Shizuku and Tatsuya confirm that the other 2 girls won the quarterfinals. Shizuku plays confidently. Thanks for watching. If this series is the most liked in my anime recap production, I will make similar anime recap. Also, if you haven't yet, please subscribe to help me make more content.